Flomashkarm and Flomastay, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite savage shaman of the interwebs, and it's good to be back, man. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Suman Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy. I'm a flow state coach, a flow state specialist, a flow state guide, and I'm here to help you feel your best and perform your best, okay? I'm not flipping you off, actually. This is my favorite mudra. So let's get started, man. This is very, very powerful to have an authentic sense of RIZZ, okay? I gotta basically apologize beforehand, okay? Because my energy right now is very Heyoka energy, very playful, very upbeat, very uplifting. So if you're not into that, if your vibes are gloomy and dull and dark, you need to take it some other place, okay? I am tapped into my primal nature. I am tapped into my dark masculine, but I'm not gonna sit here and take any toxic negativity or positivity in any manner. I'm not taking toxicity in general, okay? So you can get that far away from me. That's not what I stand for. I hope you get the karma that you deserve if you're a bad person. So let's talk about the priest-beast archetype. This is the divinely integrated man. He's within his dark masculine and he's within his light masculine, okay? This is the really important understanding. And yeah, I do look like Undertaker because I'm coming for lives. What do I mean by that? I'm getting rid of identities. That's what I do. That actually sounds a little bit criminal, so read the disclaimer, okay? I allow them to perceive themselves differently. Okay, that is my true gift. And so today, what I want you to do is start to understand how you can incorporate the things that I'm teaching you in your real life. The applicability is what Primal Sutra stands for. So anyway, the vibe is this. It's enough time to talk. Let's get to work. I can talk about it all I want, but until I'm in the arena, until I'm in the ball pit, until I'm there in the gladiator ring, it does not matter. Until I step foot in the dojo, it does not matter. I can talk about it as much as I want, but I've got to walk my talk, and that is true authentic RIZZ. You want admiration over interest. You get that? Admiration is a quality that's firm, that's strong, that's focused. Interest can go every which way. It's scattered. You can get a little bit of interest here, a little bit of interest there, but that's not long lasting. You're not trying to be interesting. You're not trying to make her interested. You're seeking admiration. This will change you from the internal DNA, the internal triple helix genome inside of you that taps you into your flow state, ultra instinct strength, that mushin in the center of your solar plexus that just moves forward. So of course we can talk about this in many different ways, how to be irresistible in terms of seduction, how to be irresistible in terms of just marketing your brand. But basically you want to be so sharp, man. You want to be so on your shit, so on point, that now you can improvise around that structure. Now you can be free and flowing throughout that structure. So you set up different times of the day where you're super productive. I have this time to record my video every day locked off on my calendar. I'm not even thinking of anything else. As soon as this time hits, I've conditioned my brain and anchored it with a clock so that whenever I do that, it taps me into the zone. Because I've suggested it to myself so many times, now my subconscious supports me in it and in that decision. So it's become a habit at this point, right? You guys see me posting videos every day. If I hadn't edited it, maybe I'll post it the day after, right? 2 videos the day after. But you notice the consistency. That shit ain't going away, man. I have that work ethic inside of me. Why? Because I'm here to serve. I am the samurai. I'm here to serve. I'm here to slice with my energy. I'm not here to show up and, just kind of dabble. Bro, no, I'm living it. I'm embodied. I'm in it. That's that true RIZZ, man. Your time is so goddamn valuable, bro. You got to start valuing your time way more. Okay? Stop giving it so freely away to people. Listen, if she talks about herself and doesn't care about you, she's straight up wasting your time. I'll be honest with you. I'm showing her what I'm about. That's my mindset. You got to just instantly become locked in. You know how? Mushin, immediately. Blackout. Let an energetic pull you towards taking that action. This is why it's so easy for me, because I also work with the occult, right? And experimenting with the occult so that I can make my life better and be an actual mystic scientist in this. You got to have reps in the game, but you also got to have experimentation in the game. If she friend zones you, you go, friend? You're no good friend. We barely see each other. What kind of friend are you, right? But it's teasing. It's not a complaining. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between teasing and complaining. What kind of friend are you? Okay? With a smile on your face, okay? What kind of friend are you? That's the vibe, right? I'm showing you the difference so you can use this in your own life. You got to have that ability to pop anybody's bubble. They have this big ego, this big bubble walking around. You can just go. That's your energy. That's your essence. That's how you get that priest-beast RIZZ. You pop somebody's bubble and you can make it funny or make it a vibe. You can take their bubble and make it yours. A lot of you men out there, you got to realize something, man. A lot of you are just playing an outdated version of you. That's it. You just got to update. Update the software, update the hardware. Upgrade. This is main character May, motherfucker. Let's go. Enough sitting around, enough dilly-dallying. It's time for you to take your discipline serious again. Discipline is not avoiding challenges, avoiding confrontation, avoiding suffering, avoiding hard work. No, it's leaning into those things. It's a leaning in, you get it? The buffalo leans into the rain. I'm not running away from it, I'm hard charging into it. You gotta be aware of what you're thinking when you make choices. That's when your RIZZ is on this higher conscious RIZZ. You get what I mean? You gotta stop reacting to her moves, her chess piece moves in this video game of life. You gotta stop reacting to everything that she does, bro. She like me or she don't like me, so be it. Whatever. I'm still fine. I'm glorious, in fact. You got to create like a flow portal. You got to be a walking flow portal. What does that mean? You have a game plan or a purpose along with a utility belt, some tools, right? You have a toolkit that you can use to get yourself out of negative situations. How do you deal with your anxiety? How do you deal with your stress, right? You got to have tools for this. It's why it's important to collect tools to be a mystic, as a magician. You got to collect all the tools and apply all the tools when crunch time is there. It's almost like you want to give out your vibe like it's a free sample. Okay? So a little bit of you here, a little bit of you there. You got to sprinkle yourself almost like into different places, different environments, and just keep moving with your energy. Just kind of be in this amorphous being, spreading your energy and vibe wherever you go. That's how you become a flow portal. That's how you enter that Mushin mind, or that Mushin method, or the blackout method, whatever you want to call it, where you just stop thinking when you approach her. You just stop thinking when you do something that you really want to do. You stop thinking when you need to sort something out with your friend that you've been putting off for a really long time. You stop thinking about it. You start doing. You stop talking about it. You start doing. You know that ice cold RIZZ? That's like you're a brick wall, but you're a brick wall that's funny as fuck. You're still throwing those jokes out, even though you're a brick wall. Nothing can hurt you, so you're not trying to be overtly goofy and animated, but just by your mere presence and how you say things and how you do things, they make other people laugh. So you gotta be a little on edge as a man. Have this kind of black belt mentality. What does that mean? You're good enough to teach. You're good enough to teach it. Whatever you're doing, you're good enough to teach it. That's that mentality. Whatever you're doing, I'm good enough to teach that. Okay? So you become like an Olympian, not just in sports, but in life. Basically, you're raising your standard, right? You're not giving yourself the old standard that you've been giving yourself for so long. She's looking at me and how I look like. She also might be smelling my cologne. As she leans in and gives me a hug, there's touch, physical touch. She can hear me. She can see me. Sight, sound, touch, hearing, and what's left is just taste. It's time that you actually jumped on the smoke, right? You get something negative, or you have something come your way, and you're kind of just like, oh, I guess I'll tolerate it. I'll ignore it for a while, you know, it'll get better. It never gets better, bro. It doesn't. You got to cut those cords. You got to cut those energetic attachments. What is that really doing to you, though? As you're still hoping and praying and wishing that that last relationship works out for you, but you haven't texted her in like 8 months or so. What is that doing to you? It's just making you go more inwards and think about these things. Yesterday, me and my business partner decided that we would add dots, okay, to names in conversations that we did not want. Why? Because you're just a dot to me. You're a conclusion. We can't let people disrespect our time and energy, man. That's it. You got to hold yourself out to a higher standard. With someone like a top-level A-list person, right? Would they tolerate that kind of behavior? Some might say, oh, but yeah, they have all the clout. They're entitled. Bro, I don't even think that way. I think that this is my peer. I think that this is a person who I can actually help. That's my vibration. I've been able to help certain celebrities like this, with this understanding. So really get this, okay, guys? You want to truly be the best version of you, and you want to prove it to yourself that you trust yourself when nobody else is watching. When nobody else is watching, you're okay with you. I love getting wild and crazy and releasing my emotions and energy so I don't have to get stuck to those old patterns anymore. Nobody else has to see that. That's backstage. That's in my dojo. That's where I'm doing my own tap-in practice or lock-in practice, right? Where I'm tapping into something. Whether I'm fighting Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or wrestling or kickboxing, I'm doing all three at once. Or I'm lifting in the gym. Well, the gym is my home at this point, but I'm thinking of actually going to the gym. There's one nearby that I found that was really dope. And also pretty much recognizing that RIZZ comes from your energy flow. Okay? Your RIZZ comes from your energy flow. If your energy flow is clunky, if you've never given yourself acupressure on your body, start doing this. You'll start noticing that you're going... You start sighing after a while. You start yawning after a while. Why is this? Because that's a release of energy, of trapped emotion, of trapped energy that's within you. Okay? And we don't give ourselves this self-massage or this tap-in process, right? I did an incredible podcast with Saif yesterday. I will definitely post the link here on my YouTube as well, so you guys can get that value. But yeah, it was a very, very interesting conversation. And what I really want to understand now is that how can flow state become a lifestyle, right? Because flow state is a temporary state, but how can we adopt it into a lifestyle? And that's my entire program, okay, Flow Homo Sapien. I show you how you can do that actually. But first of all, you need to clean yourself. You need to purify. You need to heal. You need to heal and close those loops, those old bad patterns, and move on. Primal Sutra, that's where the beast comes to heal. The savage shaman comes to heal. The medicine man needs the medicine. You might have this wounded healer, this Chiron energy, where you're holding yourself back as a healer. When you know your true potential, when you know you can break all of these paradigms, all of these different boxes. I myself, I embrace the infinite possibilities of the universe because I know I have the remote control in my hands and I have a choice. And that choice becomes me deciding for myself that I want it like this, and like this. And in between that, I flow. So the different nodes, the cause and effect, the stimulus, the response, the in-between is where you have your power. And so once we understand how to formulate this and make this Morse code, this and you live your life like that as a rhythm, as an undulating wave, as you keep moving and doing things and saying things and feeling things and understanding things, it is a whole different process and a cycle of change. So you got to be a surfer of this life. That is it. You got to learn how to take it when it comes and tries to hit you. You understand that you can stay firm and solid on your board. I am not bored because I am on my board. and my boredom will take me to where it needs to go. My boredom, I'm not afraid of my boredom because that is closer to relaxation than I know it. Okay, maybe I need to rest and I'm not bored. Okay, have you ever considered that? Have you considered that you're not really bored, but you need rest in order for you to energize? Have you also considered the fact that, hey, maybe I've always had this RIZZ within me, but I have all this past conditioning making and changing the flavor of my RIZZ to something that is undelectable, like something that is just not tasty at all, is what I mean to say, for some of you that need a thesaurus. But yeah, man, like start to really own yourself. Stop being like, oh yeah, I know, and you're beating yourself up so much in your own mind. You get what I mean? Like, you have no reason to self-harm like that. You get what I mean? You have no reason, bro. You're way more capable than you think you are. And you have to have a grown man sit here on YouTube to remind you. And that's okay. I needed those reminders too. This is why we have tribe, we have mentorship, we have programs, we have an understanding that we are going to rise. Not just in a particular, webinar that we do, but it's a lifestyle, bro. That's it. Primal Sutra is a lifestyle. Being a priest beast is a lifestyle. We live this shit every single day. And that's what you got to understand. That's the real secret of your RIZZ, is when you can make it into your lifestyle and you're actually starting to enjoy your life instead of run from it, hide from it, do these different things, man. I might even do like an exam to start teaching here. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I'm just like, whatever. Bring it on, motherfucker. I'll do whatever it takes, whatever I want. Whatever the universe gives me. Okay, gives me an opportunity. Let me try that out. If it doesn't work, let me close that door. Next chapter, let's go. What's more interesting than trying stuff out and then failing and then going on to a next thing and adapting and just moving forward and brisking past like nothing happened? Water off a duck's back, that's the energy. Water does not go back up the mountain, my friends. This is main character May. Step your game up. Step your shit up. It's time to clean up your room. It's time to do things with much more vivacity and energy. Instead of sitting back, you can chant Om all you want. That's going to ground you. You can put your feet on the sand all you want. That's going to ground you. But sometimes it's crunch time and we got to get things done and complete. Complete in a sense of holistic completion and integration. Something that adds a repertoire, a trademark to a certain point, a pivot, and it keeps going. That's that energy, and you gotta amplify that and bring that alive and move it forward into the shadows, into the depths of your own subconscious mind as you enter into the portals of your own psyche and pull out all of these different codes and simulations and understandings that are deep within the underbelly of your own vicinity, of your own beingness. You are so alive that you don't even recognize how alive you are, but the strength is hiding underneath something else. The adrenals is being burnt from the caffeine you consume and all of these other things that you try to do to try to band-aid different solutions, but they are not solutions. They are just confusions, a confusion, a fake fusion. It is not the real fusion. You need to merge as a shaman, but you're confused. I went off there, man. I was locked in, huh? That's it. That's just because I'm a flow state Jedi, brother. You know? I can freestyle rap right now, off the top. Straight up. Let me end on that, actually. I want to end on that a little. Yeah. Okay. I got the RIZZ. Yeah, I got the RIZZ. Yeah, I got the RIZZ. Well, I got the... Well, yo, I got too much charisma, I do not know, but I'm feeling much better, wetter than you. Cause you know she just wants to feel fresher than ever. And you know that I feel better than ever. When I'm growing up, when I'm glowing up, when I'm waking up, when I'm making stuff in the kitchen. And she wants to stop at intermission, but you know this is my mission. So I guess I have to go break all these traditions. But you know that I will probably have effectiveness. And if you really want to check it and text her, then you can try to check it. But I probably texted her before you, and you know that you probably just like bird food. You a swine flu. I don't really need to see you or to try to. You just wanna hurt me, so why would you curse me? Try to disperse me. I hex you with a nerdy looking little sigil. I just wanna be you. I don't want to be you. No, I want to see you doing things, but you can't see me John Cena. But you know that I've got another reason to be genius, to be Jimmy Neutron. But you know you got yourself a new coupon every single time that you wanna be that. But you know that you ain't really coming back to me. But you know that you wanna talk bad about me. But you know you ain't know no truth. You know that you tryna be cute, but your fire ain't hot in this booth. You are just probably just minuscule. I do not see you, but you know you a gnome. I just squish you though, squish you flat like a little bee or a bug or maybe a fly. I do not know, but I'm feeling so shy. No, I'm just kidding, I'm just too fly. Every single moment I just know I'm too rising. Cause you know that I feel like I'm rising. Every single moment I feel like I'm rising. Every single moment I am rising, wiser. Cause you know that I am just the stylist. I am just the one who has the nicest things that come into this whole scene. That I feel like a prankster, Bart Simpson. Ay caramba, man, I cannot be handled. Cause you know that you want to have the plan. If you want to go to the minute, man, I do not just see you, you want to be there. I just know that I can go open then. I'm just wearing this Undertaker hat. I know that I will go and take this, man, wearing monk beats. Cause it is my favorite plan to be measured as a spiritual predecessor. Cause you know that my ancestors wanna understand better these hand gestures, and you can't really understand me. Cause you know you are not a planet to me. You are probably trying to be a plan B and you actually wanna be the factoid that you wanna just splash, boy. You don't know what you act, boy. If you really wanna be the one to see the bun, to see the fun, I'm having fun with it. Yeah, and it's kinda like I'm a pundit. Every single day I'll be stacking up abundance. Shit. Man. Gotta end it there, right? There's no topping that. Let's go. Upward spiral gang. Hit that like and subscribe button. You already know.